Radio MD.
RadioMD.com.
Health made easy. This is Melanie Cole's Health Radio.
As we head into the month of February now, and people are starting to give up on some of those New Year's resolutions, but we know February is Heart Health Month. And so how can you work on your heart health, trying to revamp those New Year's resolutions, keep them, and what are some easy tips, things that you can do more easily and help your heart at the same time? My guest is Susan Rappaport. She's the owner of NuYu Revolution. Welcome to the show, Susan. So tell us about some of these unhealthy eating and fitness things that people find themselves in a slump and how to get out of it. Starting February, starting now today.
Starting now. My experience from having dieted for such a long time, following someone else's health plan, really didn't work for me. So coming from my experience and my experience with my members, I feel like it's very important for people to respect their bodies. And by respecting your body, you're much more open to hear the cues your body tells you, the things that helped us be more active and energetic when we were younger and before we made decisions about changing our lifestyles for dieting and for to be smaller, to be different than we are. So a little bit of exercise, just starting small, taking baby steps towards something that can make us a little more confident in what we can create and what we can build is what I recommend. And fitness is a must-do, especially if you want to have a healthy heart. It's a must-do. You cannot be healthy for a lifetime without fitness.
Well, absolutely. It goes together. Besides, people think, oh, well, I'm just going to worry about my diet, but fitness. I'm an exercise physiologist, Susan, so I'm right there with you and cheering you on. So help people to make a little bit of a plan. What do you tell them about fitting that into their day? Because I always say, people say, I can't fit exercise into I don't have time is what they say. And I say, you don't have time. You have to make that time. It's got to be like brushing your teeth.
Exactly, like brushing your teeth, taking a shower, deodorant, all those things that you do make time for. And what you have to do is create a habit. And to create a habit, it needs to be something that is very consistent in your life. So where I began was with the less is more plan. I used to try to climb mountains when I wanted to start something. But what I learned was that baby steps kept myself climbing the mountain, maybe not as quickly as I had wanted to, but I always would get where I was headed. So I created this little 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, where you bring certain things into your life that help you get reconnected with your body. And one of the 2-minute ideas is that you start in your bed when you wake up in the morning and you get reconnected with your breath and you start breathing a little deeper than you would ordinarily. Breath is something that comes naturally to us. It's a natural reflex. So we forget that the depth of our breath can really refresh us and give us energy and help us with our fitness and help us with our mood. And once you've spent a couple minutes breathing, while still in your bed, this is something you could do in your bed. You stretch your arms over your head while you're lying in bed. You pull one knee into your chest, holding from the back of your thighs so you don't put any stress on your knee joint. You take one arm and bring yourself over to the opposite side, stretching the side of your body, and come back and stretch the opposite side of your body, and using your breath as well for these stretches. And then you move on to another 2 minutes where you sit up in bed and you start wiggling around, raising your heart rate slowly, maybe just start tapping your feet on the ground, and again, inhaling and exhaling until you make your way standing, and then a little jogging in place, and then up to a jumping jack, and then you'll feel the warmth come over your body as you begin to create heat through exercise. And then a couple of minutes of that, you move on to some posture and alignment where you look at yourself in the mirror and you pull your shoulder blades back and create more opening of the chest. Because for posture, if our shoulders roll forward, that's where we're headed. If we pull the shoulder blades back and dominate with the back muscles, creating much more space in the chest, and think about the alignment of the chin. If you put your fist or an orange below your chin and you were to hold that there, that would be proper alignment so that the back of your neck still has a very soft curve in it without the chin going forward. The ears should line up with the shoulders. And to run over posture and alignment for a couple of minutes. And then follow it up by 2 minutes. You can grab plates, ceramic plates, preferably over paper plates or bottles of water or cans of soup, and put your arms out to the side, lift them up so that they are on the same level as your shoulders, and again, pull the shoulder blades back, creating more space in the chest, lifting the chest up and doing little circles with your arms. And if you're feeling great about it, you could also jog in place while you're doing this. And if you do that for every day of your life, and then you add to it just a little bit every month or every week until you build it up to where what just starts as 10 minutes, which was 5 sets of 2 minutes, then you will start creating a fitness plan. You don't need a gym. You only need your promise and your commitment. And with that, it is so empowering and so self-esteem building to make a commitment that's doable and live up to it. And
well, that's the thing. And people hear you and they say, okay, that sounds reasonable. I can handle that. And then some other people hear you and say, that's not enough to make a difference for my heart or to make a difference. And you say, listen to your body and recognize these symptoms. But when they hear that, like the American College of Sports Medicine, our good friends here at Radio MD, say 150 minutes a week, and they hear you saying it only takes 10 minutes a day, what do you say to them about upping that ante a little bit so that they maybe take a 30-minute walk or add to that to make it a little bit more intense so they get to burn fat, maybe reduce their cholesterol, their blood pressure, that sort of thing?
That is definitely why I said at the end that you grow it a little bit every day. And what I had said was to add 2 minutes to each of the 2 minutes when somebody is comfortable to do that, whether it's every 2 weeks or every month or every 1 week, what it takes to grow something. It's almost like saying to somebody, come up, we're on the second floor, and we expect somebody to jump up the flight of stairs. You know what I mean? That's not going to work out. You take one step at a time, one step to get to the second floor. So the second floor might be go for a 30-minute walk. I do believe exactly what the American Heart Association says and the Center for Disease Control. I believe that they're right on, that you need 2.5 hours of cardio fitness a week and 2.5 hours of strengthening.
Absolutely. And I'm sorry we're out of time, but just tell people where they can find out more about you, Susan.
We're at www.NuYu, N as in Nancy, UYU Revolution.com. Check us out.
Thank you so much, NuYu Revolution. And you can find out more about that and try that 10 minutes and keep adding to it. And that's how you'll be feeling better this February and all year round. This is Melanie Cole. Thanks for listening. Stay well.